Welcome to our channel, English Story Corner. Are you learning English? Great! Let's learn English with a very interesting story today. We're going to learn why reading is so important not just for your English, but for your life. Many people say English is hard. They say, I can't speak, or I always forget. But here's the twist. They don't read. That's the problem. They try grammar rules, memorize lists, watch videos, but they don't open a book. Not even a small one. And that's where real change begins. With Reading.Now, here's a question. What if reading is not boring? What if it's not difficult? What if reading is the key that opens the door? A door to better vocabulary, clear speaking, and understanding fast English. Just one simple habit can change everything. Many people think they need talent to speak English or a perfect memory. But no, that's not true. They just need to read slowly every day. Even 5 minutes is enough. Reading is not just for learning English. Reading makes you strong. It builds confidence. It gives you ideas. It changes your brain. It teaches you how to think in English, not translate. Are you ready to change? Are you ready to try something different? Today is the day, not next week or next year. This is your beginning, a beginning that starts with one page. Maybe you tried before. You studied hard, watched videos, listened to podcasts, repeated sentences, and still nothing. English feels fast. Sentences confuse you. You want to speak, but your mind goes blank. It feels like a big, heavy wall between you and English. You think, maybe I'm not good at languages. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe English is not for me, and slowly, quietly, you start to quit. That's the real danger, not failure, but giving up without knowing it. Here's the twist. The problem is not you. The problem is the method. You're trying to run before you can walk. You're jumping to speaking without building a base. And reading, yes, reading is that base. It's the strong foundation you never built. Nobody told you that. Nobody said reading trains your brain. They only said, speak fast, talk like a native. So you tried, and when it didn't work, you felt broken. Reading sounds slow. It sounds simple. But that's exactly why it works. It gives you time to think, to connect, to grow. You don't need pressure or speed. You need understanding. And understanding comes from reading. If you feel tired or want to give up, many people feel the same. But what if the solution is easier, not harder? You just need a quiet moment and a good sentence. That's where progress begins. That's where confidence grows. That's where your story changes. Here's the truth. Reading is not extra. It's not just for smart people. It's the key. When you read in English, you learn words from real situations. You see the word, you see the sentence, and your brain says, yes, I understand this now. You don't memorize. You connect. That's the secret. Reading also improves your speaking. Your brain gets used to English. You hear the rhythm, feel the flow, and learn how ideas move. Later, those patterns come naturally when you speak. The best part? You choose what you read. Stories that make you smile, articles that open your mind, books that give new ideas. No pressure, no teacher, just you and the page. Every time you read, you grow. You feel proud. You begin to say, I can do this. That's the real win, not perfect English, but powerful confidence. What if reading is not just learning English, but building your life one page at a time? Now the choice is yours. Will you wait? Or will you start today with one simple sentence? Let me tell you about Emma. She's 26, lives in a small town, works all day, and comes home tired. Every night, she reads just one page in English. At first, she understood little, but she kept going, one page, one day, 1 week, 1 month. Slowly, she started understanding more and speaking more. English began to feel natural. Not because she studied harder, but because she read. Then there's Carlos. He thought English was impossible. He tried for years with nothing working. Then a friend gave him a comic book in English. Simple pictures, simple words. He laughed and read another, then another. 3 months later, he could watch movies without subtitles. He never studied grammar again. He just kept reading. Even famous people like Elon Musk read constantly as a child, science books, fiction, anything he could find. Reading gave him imagination and ideas. Reading made him who he is. The pattern is clear. Real people, real growth, no special school, no expensive program, just one habit, reading slowly and consistently every day. Maybe you think you don't have time. Emma had no time. Maybe you think you're not smart. Carlos thought the same. Maybe you don't know where to start. That's okay. Start small. A short story. A short article. One sentence today to tomorrow. The world is full of people who change their lives by reading in English. Why not you? Why not now? This is your moment. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect English. You don't need to wait. You just need today and one decision. Pick something to read. A story, a comic, a short article, something simple and fun. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. That's normal. That's learning. Use a dictionary or just guess, but don't stop. It's not about speed. It's about reading every day. One sentence is enough. One paragraph is progress. Don't say, I'll do it tomorrow. Say, I start now. Every time you read, you grow. Even when it feels slow, boring, or invisible, change is happening inside you. Try this. Read one page tonight. Read out loud. Listen to your voice. Feel the words. Then close the book and smile because you did it. You showed up. You practiced. And that matters more than you think. Say this to yourself. I am not weak. I am not slow. I am learning. I am growing. Say it again. Let your brain hear it. Let your heart believe it. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are ready right now. So, what will you read today?